Hey, all right. So, what's going on, everybody? Good evening, good evening, good evening. Welcome to the Mind of Loughridge. Listen, if you're on YouTube, I need you to do me a wonderful favor. I need you every time I'm on. I need you to hit that like button and share button or something, so that my algorithms can go to the next level. All right. So I want to talk about something. I did a post um, not too long ago, maybe about 2 days ago, while being at Target. And so I want to talk about that tonight on Can We Talk? And yeah, I feel some type of way about certain things. And so I always want to have a conversation on it. And I think in having the conversation on it, I think we can, some will agree, some will disagree, some will agree to disagree. And you know what I'm saying? And so, um, it's an opinion of mine. I think it's a very uh, valid, hey, Lady Gilkey, I think it's a valid conversation. And so I want to have the conversation. And so I want to talk about it. And I think, feel free to chime in. You that are viewing, there is a there is a way for you to come on. Like if you're on Instagram, you can send me a request, and you can come on, in that fashion and in that way, and then and so then we can work it that way. You can come on. Hey, Lady Gilkey, miss you too. Um, and then you can come on. Or if you are on Facebook or whatnot, you got Messenger. I can send you. I can only have a total of 10 people on here. Um, I think that's inclusive of myself, or not inclusive on my StreamYard. But and so I want to talk about it. So this Can We Talk? I just want to have a conversation with you all. So the other day, I went to Target. I was getting Mother's Day cards, and I wanted to get them early, and I didn't want to wait, of course, to the last minute. So here I am at Target, right? And it was just wonderful. It was a nice card. I'm not going to say it wasn't a nice card. I'm not going to say it wasn't a beautiful card. I'm not going to say any of that. But what I am going to say, what I am going to say is this, and that is, it said, I appreciate you for being the mother that you are. I appreciate you, for being taking care of the kids. Something to that magnitude. I can't remember the verbatim what the particular card said, but it said something on that level, something on that wise. And it said wife, right? So I said, oh, this is a nice card for a mother, a wife that's a mother. I was like, oh, this is real nice. But then I looked again. And when I looked again, it said at the top, wife suitable for ex-wife. And it puzzled me. And I was like, wait. Now, it said wife suitable for ex-wife. Here's my deal. Because, maybe it's just Dwayne Offridge. Maybe it's just Dwayne Offridge. But I'm tripping off the fact. Like, why is this even over here? Like, there are so many other Mother's Day cards that are out there that can be used. And like I said, for the record, my thing is, it's the same thing I feel for the ex-husband. Now, how would that look like? I'm giving my wife the same card if I had an ex-wife to my ex-wife. What? And when I say the same card, let me just change that. Why would I go into the section for the ex-wife? I just, no. And it's a beautiful card. Now, I don't mean neither one of them will know. You see what I'm saying? But I would know, and I couldn't. That rubbed me the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? It rubbed me the wrong way. And, oh, well, what did the card, I was asked, what did the card say? And like I said, it was a typical nice card. But now my challenge and issue is it was in the section that said wife, but underneath it said suitable for ex-wife. Okay, well, have another section. You don't need that suitable for the ex-wife. Why? If she's a mother, she can be celebrated in another fashion. You know, you know what I'm saying? There's cards for stepmoms or like a mom or god mom or religious cards or whatever. That was just a thing, and some people, some share that. It's just I never said there was anything wrong with an ex-wife being honored, but I'm not honoring her as my ex-wife. You feel me? I'm honoring her as the mother. I don't. She ain't gotta. You know what I'm saying? People. Oh, listen. The husband, the ex husband and the ex wife could be at odds, but if that ex wife is taking care of her kids, she doing everything she needs to do. That man that used to be married to her, that's still the mother of his child or his children. He can appreciate her and all that. So that's not my challenge. My challenge wasn't the level of appreciation. Because if she's doing what she's supposed to be doing, then honor her. My challenge, my issue was the fact how in the world is she in the same section as the wife? Put her somewhere else. You see what I'm saying? I don't care if it was the ex-husband. Y'all feel me? I don't care if the ex-husband. No. He don't need to be in the section with the husband. He's an ex. You can appreciate him on another level. And so, you know what I'm saying? I feel the same way about this, like I feel about, you know what I'm saying? I get it. And that's the deal. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the what? Like, can we talk? Like, what? What are we doing? In the same section, you got the cars that was like, my mom is my dad and my mom. I understand why you said, but no, we don't have transparency. Okay, all right, we can be transparency, but we don't have transparency. Oh, I identify as the daddy. You cannot identify as the daddy because you are not a daddy. You cannot identify as a mama because you are not a mama. Come on, we're transparent. Not transparency, but when the word transparent means in its original under definition, transparent is when you be a little bit open about a situation. Now, I get it. Mama was there. But she ain't mama and daddy. Daddy can't be daddy and mama. So why we make these? You see what I'm saying? And so if you want to honor her, respect her, thank you for being there, for being when my daddy wasn't there. I ain't tripping on stuff like that. I don't have a problem with that. Real talk, I ain't got a problem with that. If daddy wasn't there, daddy wasn't doing what he was supposed to do, mama wasn't there, she wasn't doing what she was supposed to do, go ahead. But this ain't no Miss Doubtfire, and you see what I'm saying? This ain't Claudine, what's another side? It just seems to me that we are trying to not in this generation. It seems like we're trying. When I say generation, I mean in this age, this period that we live in. It seems like we're just trying to mesh everything. I know of a man right now who got different mothers, right? Different children from different women, right? He got okay, and I've watched them pick up each other's kids. That's commendable. But if he got a wife, when he giving the card to the other women, the same card? No, you don't put that person on the same level as your wife. You don't put the godmother in the same level as your wife. You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. So it was like it just tripped me out because it's everything seems to be meshed. Everything seems to be connected. Everything seems to be no separation. So that and I think a lot of people some people, not a lot, some people misunderstood what I was saying. I'm not saying don't honor her if she's the ex-wife or the mother. I'm saying, what is she doing over here in the wife section? Now, 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 what's interesting? There are a whole group of people. You know, I mean, maybe just me. Maybe maybe I see things backwards. Me is what Bishop Noah Jones say. Maybe I got dyslexia. Maybe I'm looking at it backwards. That's like, why would I give if my wife and I were no longer together, right? Why would I give the new woman the an engaged, or let's say I was engaged to marry who I'm married to now, right? So I'm engaged to marry her, but it didn't work out. So then I get in another relationship. What it looked like me giving the engagement ring that was for Kanisha to give this engagement ring, I'm just make up a name, to the girl named Denise. Same one I'm gonna give to Misha. Now I'm gonna give it to Denise. What? That's disrespectful. That's not showing no level of separation and different things of that nature. That's somebody saying, what the difference is now. What if she moves into the same house? Okay, then we're going to change some things so that this house that used to be the previous relationship house, we're going to change some situations, we're going to change some stuff, and we're going to change it so that it can be appealing to her, so that it can seem like her. I've been in places where the shrine of the ex-wife is everywhere, and you married. What? Why you got these? Where's the where's you and your new wife picture? What are you doing? Like, for real, for real? Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Like, real talk. What? What you mean? Why is she? Her shrine is everywhere. There's pictures of her everywhere. What are you doing? You done moved on. She's consented. We ain't got to get a new house. I'll come in there. But everything is about your ex-wife. And then you still honor your ex-wife as if you with her. To what you get with her. Do you get what I'm saying? So that's the concept of how I was viewing the car situation in the section. Be anywhere else, but not in the wife's section. Suitable for the ex-wife. No. No. Because an appreciation for my wife as the mother of my children is totally different from the appreciation that you see what I'm saying? That's you know, and thinking about it, that's how certain people are when it comes to certain situations and certain relationships and certain things. They try to make the old relationship, the new relationship, look like the old one. You can't do that. You have to grow and mature and develop in a different way. You know what I'm saying? So I think I get it. I get it. People told me, well, I disagree with you. My mama was my mama, my dad. No, she was not. Well, she provided. That's what a mother does. That's what a mother does. She provides. That don't make her no daddy. If the mama wasn't around, right? If the mama wasn't around, that don't make him the mama. Oh, you know what I'm saying? And people like, you be wilding out. I'm gonna wild out because I don't see no cards that's talking about my mama and my dad. My dad is my mama and my daddy and my mom. No, you don't see stuff like that. And I get it. I understand. And like I said, I'm not saying not honor. Thank you for being there for me when daddy wasn't there. You stepped in. I don't have a problem with all that, but no. Come on, no. That's what go back. That's not what transparent is. It's not the mother identifying as the dad and the dad identifying as the mama, because it's impossible. It's that those roles are different. And that doesn't mean the father cannot be nourishing, and that does not mean that a mother cannot be a mechanic or cannot, do what is considered manual labor. That doesn't mean that's not possible. I'm just saying there comes a point in time where we're starting to see everything mesh and come together, and there's no separation, and everything got to be on the one, and we don't want to offend nobody. Bump the offense when it comes to certain stuff. Some things is still black and white. What comes up, what goes up must come down. The law of gravity has not shifted. It's still the gravitational pull from certain stuff is still the same. And so I just wanted to be like, Let's, like I said, I get it. I get it. But I just, what I'm saying? Are there certain things that certain cars that can be universal or can go across the board? Absolutely. I just feel that society and even sometimes, religious people that try to mesh everything, they try to put everything together. And something there need to be a separation. I'm sorry that your dad was not in your life. I'm sorry that he was not there. I'm sorry that he wasn't, the person that you wanted him to be. But your mom is not your dad. You see what I'm saying? She provided. Okay, there's certain things, and it was interesting. You hear it all the time. You hear it all the time. You hear it all the time. Can no man teach her? And I'm not saying a woman does not have the ability to teach young man how to do certain things. I'd be crazy to say that, because that will X out many mothers who for years raised their child or their children by themselves. But there's something about when that two parenting situation is there. It carries a different weight. It carries a different, even if he's not physically living in the home, right? But if he's physically present, if he's present in that person, like active, you know what I'm saying? Active, um, or except me, you ain't never got to worry about finding a part for Father's Day. I've seen situations where the mother was not there and was not consistent, and the person gets an award. Shout out to my mother, but she ain't even been there. But the daddy been there. He don't get no shout out. But you can always find a place to park on Mother's Day. You can be at church, you're gonna find a park. You can be at a restaurant, you're gonna find a park on Father's Day. But on Mother's Day, I couldn't come. There was nowhere to park. Church is packed out. And I get it. But I'm just saying, I think there has to be a level of separation when it comes to that type situation. Now, I can go another route that I think is totally different, and somebody may say it's the same. If you have I know of a person right now who all they know, well, I won't say all they know, but there's this mother that's in their life. And technically, she's the stepmother. So when they would talk about her, right? When they would talk about her, um, they will always say, my mom, my mom, my mom. And then I've come to find out that the person they're calling their mom is not their biological mom. But they don't do that's my bonus mother, or that's my added on mother, that's my stepmom. They was like, that's my mom. So when this mother showed up, the biological mother showed up, then it was, I was like, so what do you do? How do you separate? Type ordeal. But that's the person that pretty much helped raise them. That's the person that pretty much raised them. So they don't do the stepmom stuff. They don't do any of that. And so I feel the same way as it relates to like what is considered stepchildren. We know what that means. We know the origin of it. We know why they're considered stepchildren. You got people who be like, well, that's not my full sister, that's my half sister. And we get it. But when you really deal with the relationship and you deal with it on that level, you just really going to deal with the fact that you're full. That's my sister. That's my brother. It's not going to be that's my half sister on my daddy's side. That's my half sister on my mama's side. No, you're not going to do all of that. That's my sister. Point blank. Period. And I believe that's how it should be. But to me, when it comes to the whole ex-wife getting a card in the section of the wife, no, separate that right now. No, you don't get the same section and accolades as my wife does. No, you got your own section, your ex-wife. And, and why you got to say suitable. So I think there's just certain things that I think we need to really talk about. I think we need to really have conversations about. And I think there's conversations that people don't want to have. Like I said, people don't have to agree. You know what I'm saying? That you don't have to agree, but I think we need to really, really consider the stuff that we do. We need to consider the things that we say. we group a lot of things. We categorize a lot of people. And if you heard me, I always say, don't categorize people, characterize them. Characterize the individual. Sometimes people go off on other people and they expect this person to be that person because they didn't have it in that person's life. So I'm saying, give it, I have that opportunity. I've heard many women, not just blacks, many women say, help me raise this boy. And let me tell you something, a girl needs a father in her life. Say what you want to. She may not always believe nor receive what has been said. You know what I'm saying? But you have to do that. You feel me? I think it's so important. I think it's so important. And yeah. Any questions anybody have that's watching me right now? I just think when it comes to certain things should be a certain way. Things ought to be a certain way. And if they're not a certain way, I just think there ought to be separations. That's just me when it comes to things. Some things can be inclusive, but some things you cannot include. That's why I say I get it. I understand why it's being done, just like the whole two mom situation. There are people in this society who have been adopted. I have family members who are, same sex couple or same gender loving. As is said sometimes in the black community. I know people are same gender loving, same sex. They are parents to children. You know, I get it. Everybody is not raised in an environment of a male and a female in the house. I get that. I understand that on Mother's Day they're going to celebrate these mothers who took the time out to raise these kids. I'm not taking that away. Trust me, I'm not taking that. I'm not taking that away. I get it and I understand. I do understand once again why statements like my mom is my dad and my mom. I understand statements like that. I understand why it's being said. But I also know that there are certain things that two women cannot do, no matter if they're raising a girl or a boy. There's a male that needs to be in that. Two being cannot do what a woman can do. That I don't care what you say. I know people who are let's go here, women pastors who need a man to come do certain things because they understand there's certain dynamics. There's certain I'm just use that word dynamics that they don't have the ability to do. Because they're not a male. They're not a man. You know what I'm saying? It's like you can feel whatever you feel. You can feel. I feel I'm this. I'm feeling I'm that. You can feel whatever you feel. So at the end of the day, and let me tell you something. I have family members that have children in their same-sex relationship, and they're doing everything they know. They're raising the kids right. The kids are healthy. They're eating. They're doing the things that they do. All that. So I'm not taking that away. Type ordeal. You know what I'm saying? I'm not taking that away. I would never take that away, from it. And then people try to tie you in a box or, so would you prefer for them? Don't do that stupid stuff with me. Well, would you prefer for them not to be with the same sex couple and be in a relationship with somebody in a household, where they've been abused and it's a heterosexual couple? It says you're missing the whole point. I'm not one of those who feel because you're in a same-sex relationship and you're married or you're living together, you're cohabitating or whatever. I'm not one of those that feel, that, they can't do, quote unquote, when it comes to certain things. I don't think it's about sexuality. I think there's certain things that's motherly. See what I'm saying? Fatherly. Okay, you can change your sex all day long, but there's certain things that's innate. I don't care what you say, it's innate because my body is made up a certain way. Yeah, y'all feel me? So you can come up with these little arguments and all this stuff and try to find, arguments and stuff that to me is just like that does not even match the situation. You feel what I'm saying? So I think at the end of the day, that's me. That's my perspective and angle. And it doesn't mean that you're not doing what they're supposed to do. That's not my point. I just feel when it comes to certain things, let people be. So if it's on Father's Day, they got two daddies. They want to honor them as dads. They're dads. I'm not going against that. Though I uphold the relationship between a man and a woman, a husband and a wife. I uphold that. I stand for that. And I'm not shifting, no matter if people are related to me or not. I know some pleasant people, kind people, helpful people that are part of the LGBT community. I know there are women who are content without having a man. They're not so independent of a man that they don't need a man, and he's not so independent of a woman that he don't need a woman. I'm not saying that. There's some people they don't want to be married. They have that right. I'm just saying we cannot. I just feel when it comes to certain things, let's stop trying to combine everybody in the same category. To me, it's just to me. You don't have to agree with it. It's unfair. It's unnecessary. It's just wrong. So that's what I wanted to say. I'll do my part two, I guess, of the prophet thing. Tomorrow. Normally, I do the prayer thing tonight, but because I'm praying tomorrow, twice tomorrow, 6 p.m. and 7. Um, probably I'll end up praying because tomorrow is considered a National Day of Prayer, so I'll probably come on my personal life and pray then. And but I'm just saying, I just think we need to just really, really be mindful of things that we say and things that we do, and just really, really, really just taking consideration. Everything don't have to be combined. Everything don't have to be meshed together. So that's it. That's all. I know a lot of people gonna be like, "Oh my God, I missed him. He's done already." So yeah. So I just wanted to come and talk about that. That whole situation because I think there's something that a young man misses when his mother's not there. Now, there's nothing we can do if that father, that mother is deceased. There's nothing we can do in that sense. Well, let me take that back. There's what you can do. There's something you can do. You can be there for that person. Um, you know, a lot of kids have needs. Um, I've become school dad to a lot of people. I've called uncle up there. You know what I'm saying? I had a young man walk up to me and was like, I wish you could be my dad. And I just looked at him, and a young Mexican guy, and he walked away, and I went back a little bit later, and I said, "Hey, why'd you say that?" Hold on. Then I began to minister to him. The Lord showed me some things. I began to speak to him and everything. He got a little emotional. He was like, "Thank you for sharing that." So I called him my school son. Guess what? That's what has helped him get himself back into what he's doing in school to try to reaffirm, to affirm. You see what I'm saying? To affirm. Sometimes with me, sometimes in me dealing with others, sometimes it gives me like, okay, do this with, try this approach with Andre, try this approach with Soraya. I've always, when I deal with other people, raising Dwight and Keisha and Sean and DeAndre, or y'all call them, some of y'all call them Ray Sean, raising them. David, helping raise these kids, pulling them to a certain point. My godson Lester, my godson um, Keith, just dealing with different people, that Starling and all these different ones, just Ariel now, just coming to the point, Ashley, just it's just so many different people just coming to the point uh, of trying to say, okay, I tried this angle with them, let's try this angle with this, let's try this angle here, let me try another perspective there. You see what I'm saying? Just trying to find a way, and sometimes, just like when I'm preaching, it's like, um, okay, I've done that message here. Ooh, I could have said this here. And then I begin to try to build on what I've already done. I hope I'm making sense. And so I said, all I have to say is okay, maybe I can do it different here. You see what I'm saying? You try to find ways to improve your parenting skills. You try to find ways to improve your husband's skill, your wife's skill. So you try to find creative ways. Does it always happen? No, it doesn't always happen. You know what I'm saying? But you have to keep pressing and you have to keep doing what you're supposed to do, so you can gain. So I just wanted to come on tonight, and I even put it down at the bottom, did I? So what you talking about tonight? Um, it was just a post. That's what I was talking about tonight. The post regarding the Mother's Day card suitable for ex-wife. That's what I was talking about tonight. And I just wanted to discuss some other matters while I'm in the midst of talking. So, so I just think at the end of the day, that's what we need to really, really focus on and talk on, and just have that that wonderful separation type ordeal. Um, yeah. All right. That's it for me. Any comments or questions? Any questions? Okay. I was just waiting. All right. I don't want anybody to think, oh my God, it froze. No, I was waiting. And then I already spazzed out and thought about something else right there. All right, y'all. I'm done. Y'all have a good night. Take care.